This is neutral speculation. Philadelphia produced a great event last Saturday, November 9th, at the Wells Fargo Center, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Matchroom put on a good show. Philly got that energy, man. Real good energy. So I'm gonna just get right into the main card. The main card was really good. Jaron Ennis and Karen Tucker-Chow, they put on a great performance, a great fight. When you get down into the details of the fight, a lot of people are, being really critical, against Boots Ennis. They're basically saying that Boots is overrated. Boots should have done this. Why couldn't he do that? Well, simply because Karen Chukhadzhian is no taxi driver that somebody gave him gloves and told him to go in the ring and fight Boots Ennis. Karen Chukhadzhian is a solid, experienced, skillful fighter. He had over 200 plus amateur fights in his Ukrainian background. The Ukrainian boxing system is really solid and tough, and those guys have seen a lot of different styles, just as well as any other boxing system. But the guys overseas, they see these styles constantly. And they fight so much. So them getting into seeing different styles in the pros, it's not foreign to them at all. Jaron Ennis' style is, not foreign to Karen Chukhadzhian. That's why Karen Chukhadzhian was so good at making those adjustments. He made those adjustments from the first fight, and he made those adjustments within the second fight. So we got to give Karen Chukhadzhian his just due. He really looked spectacular, and he looked really good against a world champion, Jaron Ennis, that people has built up as they should, and who's definitely determined, and he has a bright future in boxing. And you got to give Karen Chukhadzhian his just due. Jaron Ennis is a solid fighter, and without a doubt, they put on a great show. Now, here's the pros and cons that I'm gonna just throw out there. The pros for Jaron Ennis and his situation, as far as people not wanting to fight him, the doors are open now. People are gonna want to fight Jaron Ennis. People are going to be less reluctant to sign that contract to fight him, because they're going to feel that I can beat Jaron Ennis. I have a chance. He was the boogeyman at 147. Now he's pretty much exposed, as they say. He looks beatable. He's been hit numerous times within one fight. I have a chance to win, especially if a fighter feels as though, or they obtain that power, that equalizer. They'll definitely go into that second fight. They'll definitely go into a fight with Boots with high confidence. So the opportunity for better, more notable names are going to be open for Boots in the future. The purses are going to get bigger in terms of money. The opportunity is much greater this time around, in my opinion, for Jaron Boots Ennis. The opportunities for Karen Chukhadzhian is going to be good as well. Simply, he's known more in the boxing scene. People are respecting him a lot more. They know that he is a top competitor. Karen Chukhadzhian pretty much exposed one of the best 147 pounders in boxing. So the opportunities are open for him. He could be world champion 2025 if he's moved properly. The cons for both fighters: some people may not want to fight Karen Chukhadzhian simply because he exposed a really skillful fighter, a youthful fighter. Karen Chukhadzhian is around the same age as Boots, but he exposed it. A lot of holes in Jaron Ennis' skill set, and that can kind of backfire. Now, when it comes down to Jaron Ennis, the cons for him obviously is he took a lot of shots. In boxing, you don't want to take a lot of shots. Although he can dish it out, he took a lot of shots, man. Right hands, left hooks, uppercuts occasionally. He looked human, as they say, and he looked very beatable. So those are the cons. But nevertheless, both fighters had high success rates in the fight. November 9th in Philly, it was really good. There was also a great eagerness from the fight fans, Philly fans, and including Mr. Bozy Ennis. They wanted Ennis to get Karen Chukhadzhian out of there, and it was a tough task. So, although Jaron Ennis retains his IBF world title, he has lost on certain scorecards with, the outlook on his vulnerability. He's more vulnerable now. He's always dangerous, but he's not as unbeatable as he was perceived to be. And rightfully so. Jaron Ennis was doing his thing, in the past fights. He was getting guys out of there. He was looking spectacular. And he's at a different position in his life in the boxing world where this competition is definitely solid. It's more solid. It's more of guys are going to be skilled, whether it's equal to you or not. They're going to have certain things in their skill set that can offset your offense or that can penetrate your defense. So Jaron Ennis has a lot of improvement to do, but nevertheless, he's capable of doing so. And he needs to keep his head up, continue fighting. He's a gym rat. Everybody says he stays in the gym constantly. He's only going to get better from here. The sky is still there. He's still going to reach those peaks. He just has to stay focused, listen to his team, and stay interested. Stay interested. If you got to fight the guy a third time, which I wouldn't mind seeing. If he fought Karen Chukhadzhian the third time, I would love to see that. If you got to fight the guy the third time, stay interested. Stay focused. Don't get sidetracked from certain things. The big names are out there. The doors are open now. Karen Chukhadzhian, the doors are open for him as well. That was a solid fight, great fight. What do you think Boots should do? Should he stay at 147? Should he go to 154? I think he should stay at 147. One fight that pushed him a little bit is only going to make him that much better. And for Karen Chukhadzhian, the future is definitely bright for him. Next year he could be world champion at 147 or 154. So is Jaron Boots Ennis. So those are my comments. That's my assessment of the fight. What do you think? How the fight went. Give me your likes, give me your comments or whatever. Like, comment, subscribe. This is Neutral Speculation.